It's the largest encampment of vagrants in Orange County. It's almost 500 people, according to the register.
Yeah, this is the big one. If anybody knows about the largest one near Angel Stadium in Anaheim, they know this story. And, of course, that video, which is coming around. Again, we posted it months ago, but listeners are sending it to me, so other media sites must be picking it up. That's the video that was taken by the bicycle.
Well, Todd is here. Orange County Supervisor Todd Spitzer. He's on the line. Todd, how are you?
I'm great, John. How are you? Hi, Ken.
Well,
hello. You were there earlier today, right?
How is the great eviction going?
I just came from there.
Yeah, how is the great eviction going?
Well, as you can imagine, when people see me, the activists particularly, they were dogging me, and they're not too happy with me while I was there this morning.
Well, all they can do is shout at you.
I heard they're still scrounging around to find people for a lawsuit of some kind. They can't seem to find anyone. Is that true?
I don't know. I mean, we've been meeting with the plaintiffs from the other lawsuit, their attorneys, and so far, I don't want to jinx it, but so far, they haven't indicated that they are going to file a suit. I mean, anybody can file a lawsuit. But the fact is, we're proceeding in a much different way as we did before. I mean, we're storing property. We're taking their animals to our animal shelter. So we have it well documented, as I talked about before.
Can you stop just a second? Can you quickly go through what you did with every individual so that people know how you are creating like a bulletproof procedure so that you'll be impervious to lawsuits? It's really important for everyone to know what you're offering these people before you make them leave.
Yeah, John, you scare me when you use the words like bulletproof and impervious with respect to lawsuits, okay? I mean, there's no such thing, but I can tell you that I think we made some mistakes in the past when we cleared parts of the riverbed before. This time we've had our social services out there in a mobile home since July of last year. Every single individual living out there has been interviewed. Every single individual has been offered services. Every single individual, we have bent over backwards to do everything we can. What we found out is that most are refusing services, not all. And the ones that took services or wanted services, we moved 165 already out of the riverbed. And we have others on in the triage, in the pipeline for services. But I'll give you an example. I mean, today, right there, right at the entrance, right off of Orangewood and the 57, there was a guy with a pool. You know how when you have a pool fence, that you drill into your concrete, you put a fence up to keep. He had his pool fence up, right? So that was lifted or taken from somewhere.
He had a pool fence? Did he have a pool?
Like he was marking his property?
No, like that's his curtilage. That's the curtilage of his property. He has a pool fence that is like the entrance to his, like a white picket fence in front of a normal house. About 40 bicycles and bicycle parts inside, several dogs, pit bull and several puppies. I mean, there are people out there that are established. I mean, if you don't, look, L.A. Skid Row has been there for 50 years. If you don't put your foot down about these encampments, they become permanent structures in your cities and your communities. Well, you can't let them get a foothold like this.
Explain how this is working today. I mean, the signage is going up about.
No, the sign. We posted the sign, Ken. We posted those signs on January 8th.
Yeah.
And we told them over, 2 weeks ago now. 2 weeks ago that today was the day of reckoning. Now, when I was out there today, and anybody driving up and down the 57 today, between Catella and Taft, they're gonna see some changes to the eye, but not probably anything dramatic because a lot of the folks are still foot dragging. And we're out there. I met with law enforcement at 1 o'clock today. They're all out there in full force, and they're making it very, very clear. You will have to move out. Remember, we did this in Fountain Valley about a month ago, and it took us 8 days to clear Fountain Valley. And this is 4 times larger.
So it could take weeks.
Well, I mean, as a result of the posting, the law enforcement has legal authority to cite and to, have people move out. But Again, this is what's so crazy about this. We have been bending over backwards to provide services. We're bending over backwards to be courteous. We are empathetic. We're trying to be courteous. We want to provide services, but you can't force people to take these services. But enough is enough, and we're clearing the riverbed.